Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and I have next to me the actual owner of Amigos. It's amazing. And this is Randy, and we are filming here as well as promoting his restaurant. I hope are we doing a good job for you?
You're doing an amazing job.
Are we? Have we come up to par?
Yes, way up to par.
Oh, way up to par.
See?
Oh, wow. We're way up to par. I love it. But you had a little bit of a tragedy within your restaurant, your cantina.
Yes.
Because they actually started opening, 2 years ago?
Yes, right before COVID.
Right before COVID. You had no idea COVID was coming along or anything. You got, it costs a lot of money, believe me, because there's a lot of money into it. I don't care how much you don't want to put into it, you still have to put it into it.
Exactly.
So when you had this, I think it was March 12th, 13th, whatever it was, that beautiful, lovely day, because I got a phone call from a company I happen to own. They said, you have to be closed by 12 o'clock. And I said, 12 o'clock? Yes. This was 10 o'clock in the morning. I'm thinking, you've got to be kidding. True story. That happened to you.
Exactly. That's just the way it happened. And we had to close the doors down. We weren't sure if we were going to come back. And you know what? I promised myself if I had a 1% chance to come back, I'm coming back.
You're coming back.
So I came back stronger than yesterday and the day before.
Well, actually, a year and a half ago. It's about a year and a half, wasn't it?
Yes.
Was that? So when you got the message that you could come back and reopen, when was that?
That was somewhere around April-ish. Yeah. We opened back up. It was a slow start, very slow
start. It was 25% or something. I believe it was 25% of occupancy.
And as you know, 25% a restaurant, you're still a lot of empty seats. We seat 100.
Well, no, because you do have to count the staff as well.
Exactly.
So part of the staff is 25%. So the time you get your customers in here, you got like two.
Exactly. Exactly.
I mean, come on.
You get two and you're full.
And you're full. that's your earnings for the day.
Yes.
So you had to be cut down on your staff?
I had to cut down on staff. I had to cut down, limit the amount of people that can come in. Parties, private parties I couldn't do.
You couldn't do private.
No more than 6 people per table.
Now, is it because you couldn't do by law, or was it because you wanted to abide by the law?
It was by the law.
By the law.
Oh, yes.
So if they had caught you having a party or something,
yes.
What would have happened to you?
What would happen in that case, OSHA would send us a nice little letter.
Yeah.
And we would probably get shut down for good.
For good?
Yeah, so that way we decided just to follow the rules. We follow the rules and we just keep on going.
And was that sort of to everybody, I
Everybody.
guess? Everybody had to abide by that.
The state of Nevada set it out and the governor put it out and he was very strict about it, so we complied.
So what do you think of this whole COVID thing? All restaurants, all businesses went through it very, very hard.
Yes.
Not like a regular, person.
Yeah.
I was able to open a show on the internet. I could do things on the internet.
Yeah.
You can't.
No.
You can't.
It was a little disastrous.
But do you believe it all? Do you think it all? Obviously, yes. There was COVID-19 out there. It was out there.
Yes.
But to the extent?
We'll never know that truth. And we're going to die not knowing what the truth is. But you know what? All we can do now is just keep on going forward. And make it better.
And then the vaccines, does everybody have to have a vaccine in your vicinity?
From what I'm hearing is that they're making sure that everybody gets vaccinated. They're going to make it mandatory. So,
do you agree with that?
Everybody has their choice in life.
Yes.
Whatever they want to do. If you don't get your vaccine and this COVID's out and you get sick, you're the only one that you can blame because you didn't get the vaccine.
Yes.
Everybody has a choice, and it's been like that for many and many years. You make what you want to make out of it.
You can make what you want to make out of anything. You can either go with the flow, and I happen to have had a vaccine because I'm going to England, and then I couldn't go to England because there was a 10-day in one of the hotels, mandatory. And I thought, well, the time I stay there, I was going back for my brother's funeral. It would be over. I wouldn't. Yeah. So I had the vaccine and didn't really need it.
Yeah,
would I have had it? Probably. But I had the Johnson & Johnson.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I'm still here.
Still looking great.
I'm still here. So now, what's going on with your restaurant now? Now, what do you have here? What do we do?
Now, what I did, we came with the slow start. So what I decided to do is incorporate a buffet. And I'll do a buffet from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. every day now. It's authentic Mexican food. I got a lot of good stuff. Soups, I have steaks, chicken.
And you have it still?
Yes, I still have it. Awesome. They're very iffy about letting me do a buffet because they weren't sure if we had to serve them or they're going to serve themselves. So I was looking at the rules and I decided, let's open up the buffet, and that's exactly what we did.
And you didn't get caught on it, or nobody
No,
said
no,
anything?
I did my research before I did it,
Yeah,
just so I don't get in trouble.
And did that kind of make it so it was certain price, and you still have it?
Yes, I have it for
So how much is 13?
$13.99.
13, and
Mexican
all you
buffet.
can eat. A Mexican.
Yeah.
All you can eat for $13.90.
Yeah, it's a unique Mexican buffet.
And it's paid off.
Yeah. And we're going to incorporate a breakfast buffet coming up soon, and maybe a dinner buffet.
And what would the breakfast one be? What time? 6?
It would be from 7 to 9.
7 to 9.
Yeah.
And then the other buffet would start, lunch would start from 11.
11 to 4.
To 4.
Yeah.
And then dinner would, we're going all these buffets, then dinner would be what?
Dinner would be from 5 to 9.
And what would be the difference between the dinner? Mexican food is Mexican food.
Yeah.
So what is the breakfast? I understand, but lunch and dinner, what would the difference be?
The difference is that we're putting a lot more steak and shrimp on there.
Okay.
Very, very different styles of the way we prepare the shrimp, the steak.
Okay. So if you came here for lunch, if you came here, you could come back for dinner.
Yeah.
And have something completely different.
Very different.
And you feel that this is a good way, but you also have people can also go off your menu.
Yes, they can do off the a la carte menu if they like, so they have the choice of buffet or a la carte menu, which gives you an option.
Yeah, you have options. People love options.
Yes. And, a lot of the buffets here in Vegas are closed right now. It is.
Are they?
A lot of them are closed. They're barely reopening up. But I think we're heading to the right path.
We're on the right path.
Yeah.
And you might just keep doing this, though.
Yes, my goal is to have 5 Amigos Tacos Cantina.
5? He's talking about not 5 dinners. He's talking about 5 restaurants.
5 restaurants.
So this is number 1.
This is the baby.
This is baby.
Yes.
This is baby 1.
And then baby brother's coming, baby sister, and baby whatever.
Baby whatever. You can take that however you want. That's funny. So, and you're going to have them all over town, or you're going to have them in different parts of
I want to do it all over town, and then after I want to go to New York.
And you want to have one in New York. Would you ever do it as a franchise?
That's my plan.
So, in other words, you'd have this would be yours, and the others would be franchise.
Yes, that's what I want to do.
And how much would the price? Because franchise you buy, and you take the whole concept and their whole menu. And you know what a franchise is.
You basically sell your name.
You sell your name.
Yeah.
So how much? Do you know roughly how much your name would be for someone to buy a franchise? Have you got that yet?
Right after the 5th one, it's around like 1.9, just for the name, just to buy the name.
1.9.
Yeah.
But that's
for the
after
5th
the
one.
5th
Yeah.
one. So up until the 5th, what are they going to be?
I think it's going to be like 350.
350.
Yeah.
Which is quite,
That's not bad.
How long would that take for them to get their money back? 350 a year, 2 years?
It depends on the marketing too.
Depends on them. It depends on how you run it.
Yeah. I give all the ingredients for it, all the utensils. It depends how they put them out there.
So you put the whole thing.
Yeah.
Do you actually find them a place?
No, they find a place and
they
just
find their own. So that's interesting. They find their own place and go from there and build it out from there.
Yes, and when I first got Amigos Tacos Cantina, the only reason I thought, I've always wanted my own restaurant, but then I said I want to give something back to the community. I've been in Vegas for many years.
So what do you give back?
Service, which has been so lost in Vegas.
Especially, we haven't had any service. We haven't had any restaurant.
True.
So,
but I've seen the service decline a lot in Vegas compared to what it used to be back in the days.
I couldn't agree with you more. Yeah. I couldn't agree with you more. Service is really bad.
Yes.
So I was trying to go to a place where I'm paying for service.
Exactly.
That's what you pay for.
And that's what I tell all my servers. I ask them, do you know what tips stand for? They're like, what? It stands for to ensure proper service.
Yes. If you get good service, you get a good tip.
Yeah.
If you don't give good service, guess what? You don't.
Nothing.
You get. And some people do give nothing.
Yeah.
They do if you haven't served them right, or you've been rude, or whatever the case may be.
And it's even with this whole thing happening with COVID, trying to get people to work has been really hard. We've been short-staffed, and even after unemployment's been gone, still been hard to staff people.
It's hard to get people to work.
First, you got to find trustworthy.
Because all your benefits have gone.
Yeah.
So where are you getting your money from?
They probably never spent it.
Well, that's true because they didn't have to pay rent.
Yeah.
Which I know that.
No, they should have done it because nothing's free. They're going to charge you at some point in life.
Yeah. Well, they're going to charge you. It's going to go back.
Yeah.
Yes. I mean, they're going to charge you for all the months you didn't pay.
Exactly.
They don't think so. They think they're just going to, just do away with it. That's what everyone knows. Because I'm in real estate as well, and believe me, it's not going to be a wash-off.
Oh, not at all.
But at the same time, when you're not getting rent in, you're not getting. Yeah. You still have to pay your mortgage.
Yes.
You paid your mortgage here, right? Or rent or whatever you pay here. So how to get people into your restaurant? Are you giving anything away? Are you doing anything apart from the buffets?
You know what? I try to keep everything affordable. Where, I would love to do discounts, but right now we're just going to keep it the way it is. Our menu is affordable for this area. Yes. I didn't want to go. Everybody tells me $13.99 for a buffet. That's so cheap. How can you afford it? I'm like, well, sometimes I'm taking a hit, but
most times I'm not.
Sometimes I'm not.
Yeah.
So, as long as I can get this place full, I'm not looking at it as a money value. I'm looking at it as a volume.
Well, you're looking at it as a bigger picture.
Yeah. So, and then, this place has been a lot of things. So that's another thing that I'm struggling with. But you know what? I know I'll get through this. I'm going to market myself out.
Well, I can tell you are. I think also people love it. I mean, I'm looking at this. What are we, 4 o'clock in the afternoon? We're 4:30 in the afternoon, and we're busy. You've got people in here.
Yeah.
And every time I come here, because I do my show from here, from 2 o'clock I'm here until 5 or whatever, it's always busy.
Yeah.
That's not really the eating time. Yeah. Eating time is more morning and sort of after 6.
We've been hitting it hard on marketing. I got flyers with my picture out there, smiling with my sombrero, going like this. It's just crazy.
Marketing. Randy is a little crazy. He's definitely an amigo.
Yes, that's it. I'm an amigo.
So how can anybody... Address, everything?
Yes, come check us out at 5715 South Pecos Road, right on the corner of Russell and Pecos. You can also reach us on Instagram at Amigos_Tacos_Cantina_. And check us out on Facebook at Amigos Cantina.
Amigos Cantina. I love it, love it, love it. Thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. It's been a great experience this afternoon. Streaming media, and we've just reached everybody and everything. It's been fascinating, hasn't it?
Yes.
Everybody's been quite different, and we've had celebrities and we've nutrition, and now we've got food, and then you've got me. What can we say? Anyway, thank you for watching Vegas Live with Ninon. Don't forget to go to YouTube and to subscribe. And also don't forget social media shows and Pureza. And also Amigos Cantina. We'll be right back. Take care. We'll be back next week.